now in that area, so just be aware. Middletown, we do have a crash reported on Main Street near Warwick Street, and a few slowdowns on Route 9 in the stoplight area. Hartford, not a bad ride, but we are seeing delays moving into the capital city in 9184. Guys, back to you.
All right, Hannah, thank you. Coming up on Today, a live interview with record-breaking quarterback Drew Brees after becoming the NFL's all-time leading passer.
Hoda's going to be, Hoda loves Drew. Hey, we'll be back in 30 minutes. Another update coming your way.
Lawn signs, commercials, phone calls. Election season can be intense. You need information, not politics. It's time to face the facts.
Face the Facts with Max Reese, connecting you every day on NBC Connecticut News.
When I'm walking across Connecticut each year, I hear about healthcare over and over. People are scared. They're worried about President Trump and the special interests sabotaging our healthcare system. It's why I spent 2 years working with Republicans to rewrite our nation's mental health laws, to hold insurance companies accountable and expand access to mental health care. That means millions of dollars in new care right here in Connecticut. That's what matters to people. I'm Chris Murphy, and I approve this message.
I'm having some trouble with my plumbing. It's making this kind of sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you. At Aiello Home Services, we speak your language.
Fall favorites are now in season at Lyman Orchards. Fill your basket with your favorite apple varieties. Then choose the perfect pumpkin from the patch. Get lost in over 4 acres of towering stalks in our annual corn maze. Lyman Orchards, your destination for family fun.
Check this out. 1 room of beautiful North American hardwood flooring installed for just $9.99. That's right, and this isn't just any hardwood. This is genuine Armstrong hardwood, the most trusted name in flooring. Call National Floors Direct at 888-400-FLOOR.
What happens if a businessman that bragged about outsourcing jobs, who profited from predatory loans to service members, becomes governor? Fox News calls Bob Stefanowski's plan Trumpian. Stefanowski wants brutal cuts on the middle class. Schools closed. Teachers fired. Healthcare skyrockets. Cities and towns forced to raise property taxes. No wonder Stefanowski gives Donald Trump an A rating. Bob Stefanowski, Trump's values, not ours.
I'm Ned Lamont, and I approve this message.
Get caught up on full episodes of your favorite shows on the NBC Connecticut app.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, breaking news, Category 4. Overnight, Hurricane Michael gains strength as it barrels toward the Gulf Coast. Hundreds of thousands ordered to evacuate.
If you don't follow warnings from officials, this storm could kill you.
The life-threatening storm expected to make landfall in a matter of hours. How bad will it be? Al is tracking it all. Plus, swift response. Taylor Swift taking the stage for the first time since getting political, backing Democrats in an Instagram post.
Get out and vote. I love you guys.
How she is striking a chord with younger voters. And life's a breeze.
Hey, boys! How about that, huh? Yeah. How about that?
New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees joins us live to talk family, football, and shattering the NFL's all-time passing record.
It's been an unbelievable journey, and I'm just so grateful.
Today, Wednesday, October 10th, 2018.
Love it.
Love it.
We love it. Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Today on a Wednesday morning. So much to get to this morning, but we want to remind you that 24 hours from now, that plaza is going to be a really special place. International Day of the Girl. We are having a special event right here.
We've got the former First Lady, Michelle Obama. She's going to be here to tell us all about her work advocating for girls' education, and she'll talk to us about life after the White House.
Also, girls from all over the country are coming to the plaza for a special concert. We've never done anything like this. 3 huge stars, Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson, and Meghan Trainor, all performing on the plaza tomorrow.
And we've got some young girls who are going to be in the audience.
That's right, including our girls.
Yes. They're going to be there, too, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, be with us 24 hours from now. But let's get right to your news at 8 o'clock, and there's really almost no time left to evacuate before Hurricane Michael slams the Gulf Coast as an extremely dangerous Category 4 storm now. Hal's going to have the very latest from the Storm Center in a minute, but first, NBC's Gabe Gutierrez in the Florida Panhandle, and it's already coming down a lot more than we were seeing last hour. Gabe, good morning.
Hi, Savannah. Good morning. With daybreak, we are starting to see the raw power of Hurricane Michael. We are being pelted with heavy rain and strong winds. We actually had to evacuate our hotel just a short time ago because of the rising water. You can see behind me, this road is now completely flooded, and we are expecting much more storm surge over the coming hours. At least 180,000 people were ordered to evacuate here in Florida. 35 counties under a state of emergency, much of Georgia and Alabama as well. This is a very dangerous storm, and local officials say that those residents in mandatory evacuation areas had to evacuate. But here, as you can see, the time to evacuate is over, and much more storm surge and deteriorating conditions are expected over the coming hours. Savannah and Hoda, back to you.
It's coming on strong already. Gabe, thank you.
And Al, of course, is updating us on the hurricane's path and that impact. Al, where's it headed?
Guys, we just got this in from the National Hurricane Center. It's actually strengthened. Our winds now at 145 miles per hour. 157 miles per hour would be a Category 5. It's now only 90 miles southwest of Panama City. It is moving fast, moving north at 13 miles per hour. So as we said, the time to evacuate is just about past. From Panama City into Albany, we have hurricane warnings. Look at this. We actually have hurricane warnings into Georgia and hurricane tropical storm warnings all the way to the southeastern Atlantic coast. Here's the path. By around 1 o'clock today, we expect landfall as a Category 4 storm. And look, it continues as a 4 into southwestern Georgia, continues its path as a 1 into South Carolina, and then a tropical storm moving out along the Virginia-North Carolina border. The impacts, first of all, the winds. Expect widespread power outages, wind gusts of up to 100 miles per hour, and then we've got the storm surge. This is what we are most frightened of. 9 to 13 feet from Apalachicola almost to Cedar Key. That is going into second stories of homes, and the life-threatening water rise, and of course the rain. Anywhere from 7 to 12 inches of rain stretching all the way into the Carolina coast. This is a dangerous storm that is going to cause catastrophic problems. Guys?
All right, Al, thank you. The sudden resignation of President Trump's UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, is still causing political shock waves. The timing of Tuesday's announcement, a month before the midterm elections, caught even West Wing insiders off guard. But during a joint Oval Office appearance, the president said Haley told him 6 months ago that she wanted to take a break at the end of the year.
It was a blessing to go into the UN with body armor every day and defend America. And I'll always do that. I'll never truly step aside from fighting for our country. But I will tell you that I think it's time.
Haley's resignation letter, obtained by NBC News, is actually dated last Wednesday. The president said he will name his choice to replace her within 2 or 3 weeks.
All right, we got the news checked off. How about a little boost?
Yes.
You'll like this little one. A 5-month-old baby is about to become the youngest member of an exclusive club. Little Harper Yates and her parents have been on a road trip across the country. They're traveling by car. They're taking adorable pictures of Harper to prove that they visited all 50 states.
Wow.
The final one, Vermont, that's going to be happening on Thursday. The family started its tour in June to take advantage of mom's maternity leave. They've already applied to the Guinness World Records people. wonderful to have Harper certified as the youngest member of the All 50 States Club.
Okay, first of all, she's the cutest.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I don't want to spend an hour in the car with my kids. This is impressive.
That's the bigger story.
Right?
That's the bigger story.
Amazing.
Pretty cool.
Speaking of kids, guys, I got to leave a little bit early, have an appointment for the kids, but just ahead, Taylor Swift taking her dive into politics to new levels, what she said at last night's AMAs, and the big record she just broke.
And who dat? My man Drew Brees will help the Saints star celebrate his record-setting night right after this. Look at Drew.
Take us downtown, Waze.
Waze integration. Seamlessly connecting the world inside with the world outside. Making life a little easier. The new, well-connected 2019 Lincoln MKC.
Needles, essential for the cactus, but maybe not for people with rheumatoid arthritis, because there are options, like an injection. Xeljanz XR, a once-daily pill for adults with moderate to severe RA for whom methotrexate did not work well enough. Xeljanz XR can reduce pain, swelling, and further joint damage, even without methotrexate. Xeljanz XR can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, and other cancers have happened. Don't start Xeljanz XR if you have an infection, tears in the stomach or intestines, low blood cell counts, and higher liver tests and cholesterol levels have happened. Your doctor should perform blood tests before you start and while taking Xeljanz XR, and monitor certain liver tests. Tell your doctor if you are in a region where fungal infections are common, and if you have had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections. Needles. Fine for some things, but for you, one pill a day may provide symptom relief. Ask your doctor about Xeljanz XR, an injection.
When you hear the words oral cancer, think about more than just your mouth. This surgery can really leave a mark on your shoulder, not to mention what it can do to your face.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Get ready for Halloween. I am so excited with a fun family movie night.
When is this thing starting?
That's the perfect treat for your kids.
Smile.
I am king of family fun. Hotel Transylvania 3 includes 2 mini movies. Get it today.
Rihanna and Kylie are ready for the cooler months, right? And you will be too. Steals and deals coming up. Let's do our big waves.
They say you're supposed to deny your cravings. You know what I do instead? I snack on Blue Diamond almonds. Wasabi and soy sauce? Don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
All the flavors you crave in a superfood. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. A 50% chance isn't good enough when it comes to your kid's nutrition. 1 out of 2 kids don't get enough calcium, vitamin D, and potassium. Make sure your kid isn't one of them. One simple way, 3 servings of real milk a day. Serve real milk at mealtime.
Welcome to Tide Pods Talk with Gronk. I'm Gronk. I'm big and awesome, but this guy is little. Can it really clean? Heck yeah, it can. It's concentrated detergent plus stain fighters plus odor fighters that fight for clean. Boom! Ugh. Even this entire bottle can't beat Tide Pods. And now a word from future Gronk. Ugh. Tide Pods. If it's clean, it's got to be Tide.
From our crazy delicious family to yours. Crave those crazy squares.
This morning on today's Talker, the guy that Hoda Copley can't just stop talking about, the star quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees.
He has become the NFL's all-time passing leader. It happened Monday night. He threw for an astounding 72,103 yards in his career, and it's far from over. And guess what? Guess who got up early? Guess who's with us from New Orleans? Hi, Drew. Good morning.
Good morning, Hoda. How are you?
Oh my, I'm wearing your number 9. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm so proud to be wearing this. Are you still, like, do you wake up in the morning and say, did that really happen? Am I really that guy?
Yes, a little bit. It was a surreal moment. You know, there was obviously so much expectation and pressure going into the game. You know, we were 201 yards away, and so you hope that it's going to happen at some point during the game, but you don't want to throw off the momentum of the game either. But I don't think we could have scripted that any better.
I mean, I love the moment we're looking at, and that's one of the great moments, but I got to tell you, my favorite moment was not that one. My favorite moment was when Brittany and the kids were down on the sidelines and you walked over to them. Let's just listen to it for 1 second.
Hey, boys! How about that, huh? How about that? Hey, I love you guys so much. Hey, you're going to accomplish anything in life you're willing to work for, right? I love you, boys. I love you. I love you.
Okay, we're crying again. All right.
Drew, in that moment, why was it so important to talk to your kids about that right there?
That's just what came to my heart. You know, that's honestly what I whisper in their ear every night before they go to bed. I want them to approach life with a great sense of gratitude and humility and respect for others, and just let them know that they can accomplish anything in life they're willing to work for. That's the truth.
Amen to that.
Well, a couple of people were not with you on that day, Drew, your mom and your grandfather, and I know that you were saying they were watching over you. I mean, I bet you spoke to them too. What'd you say to them?
You know, that gave me a great sense of peace going into that night. You know, honestly, as I was walking through the tunnel out onto the field before the game, I envisioned them watching down over me. And I know they do every day, as they do, you know, my kids. And it really puts me at peace.
Wow.
Drew, you're 39 now. I know you've got a contract through the end of the 2019 season at least. Have you started to give any thought to your post-football career? There's no one more popular in the state of Louisiana and all of New Orleans. Have you given any thought to what you might be doing after you break some more records?
You know, there's a lot of things that I'm going to want to do in the next chapter, but, you know, honestly, I'm having so much fun right now playing football. I love our team. I love the locker room, and I'm really just trying to stay in the moment. Just to enjoy each and every second of this, because I know when it's over, and it'll be on to the next chapter. But right now, we've got goals to achieve.
Drew, will you come up and see us in New York? Bring Brittany, bring the kids. We are here. We want to give you a big hug, all right?
I would love that. She would love that, too.
All right, love you, honey.
Congrats, Drew.
All right.
All right, you too. Thank you.
What a nice
What a great guy.
Nice guy.
He's the kind of guy who, if you were a parent, you'd want your daughter to marry. He's the kind of person you want as your child's father. Like, he's every guy.
It's hard to pull against Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Mr. Daly, over in the Orange Room, talking about one of his favorite things, music.
That's right. Congratulations to Drew there. Spotify here marking a major milestone this month. It's been 10 years since the music streaming service launched. 10 years of Spotify. It certainly changed the way music fans discover and listen to music. And to celebrate a decade of streaming, Spotify's compiled the top artists and songs along with noteworthy achievements from the last 10 years. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Spotify's most streamed artists of all time are, as you see, number 1 is Drake, Ed Sheeran, number 2, Eminem there at number 3. As for the first artist to reach a huge milestone, 1 billion streams, here we go. Rihanna, David Guetta, and Eminem again go 1, 2, and 3, and they all marked that milestone about 5 years ago, back in 2013. Now for the most streamed songs of the decade, coming in at number 3. You guys know this one. This is Closer. It was a huge hit for the Chainsmokers. It's where many of us were first introduced to young Halsey. She's gone on to have a great career since this song. That was huge. Number 2, again, these are the biggest songs of the decade. We've got One Dance from Drake.
Oh, yes.
Very popular, a Hoda favorite. And now Spotify's most streamed song of all time. Want to take a guess, Hoda?
I don't know.
You got it, Ed Sheeran.
That was my next guess.
Shape of You. I had faith it was going to come out of your mouth next. Ed Sheeran wasn't always on top. Let's go back exactly 10 years ago this time and take a look at the most streamed track. It was Viva La Vida by Coldplay, and the most streamed artist 10 years ago was Lady Gaga. Isn't that cool? And music fans can keep the celebration going. Spotify's created a special playlist where they're featuring 100 of the most streamed songs of the decade, which users can find online or in the app.
Very cool. How about a little pop start?
Yeah, we'll keep the music theme going. It's a big night in music last night over at the American Music Awards. We'll start with Taylor Swift, the artist Swift opened the show with a bang, performing I Did Something Bad. There was fire, smoke, there was a giant snake. However, that was just the beginning of an incredible night for Taylor. She would go on to win 4 awards, bringing her total to 23 AMAs. That breaks the record for most decorated female AMA winner ever. That was previously held by Whitney Houston. And it was during her final awards speech of the night for Artist of the Year that Taylor took the opportunity to send a message to her fans.
I just wanted to make a mention of the fact that this award and every single award given out tonight were voted on by the people, and you know what else is voted on by the people? Is the midterm elections on November 6th. Get out and vote. I love you guys.
Swift's call out to vote comes just days after the singer endorsed 2 candidates running in the midterm elections. It's the first time that she's been vocal about her political alliances. Another big winner last night, Cardi B. She took home the first award of the night for favorite rap hip-hop artist. Cardi made a point to thank her newborn daughter, Culture, with a K, in her speech, citing her as the motivation to make a quick return to the music scene after giving birth. Cardi would later take the stage again, this time to perform her hit song, I Like It. Got out, Bad Bunny was there, J Balvin. Her performance wowed the crowd, as you can tell by looking at Terrence Killam's face. That pretty much says it all. At the performance of Cardi B, congrats to her as well. She wasn't the only artist in attendance with a baby on her mind. In her first red carpet appearance since announcing she is expecting, Carrie Underwood showed off her baby bump. Looked lovely. The singer was incredible right there on the carpet, especially. She collected her win for favorite female country artist. Congratulations to all the big winners last night at the AMAs. In other news, the ladies of This Is Us are gracing the November cover of Glamour magazine. Chrissy Metz, Susan Kelechi Watson, and Mandy Moore opened up about working on the NBC hit show together, as well as which royal they'd like to meet, what trend they cannot get on board with, and where they want to take their next vacation.
The royal I'd most want to have tea with is Meghan Markle, and I think Prince Harry.
Perhaps Meghan Markle, because she's the newest member of the family.
There's little Prince George from Cambridge. He's so cutesy. The trend I will never wear or connect to. Do you know what Jinko pants are? I have nothing else to say.
I do not get the whole bike short trend.
If I had 2 weeks for vacation.
I'm thinking about going to Jamaica because my bros and their kids are in Jamaica right now.
Maybe to Europe? I've never been.
I am going to hustle as quickly as I can and start the trek up to Everest Base Camp. That's
Wow. Wow, that's a lofty one there, Mandy. You can read more about what those ladies had to say. We're looking up Jinko pants. I don't know what those are, but
Jinko.
Jinko.
Yeah, with the big
pants.
pockets.
Al's got them here.
Yeah.
Really baggy.
Oh, just baggy. With
Yeah,
pockets.
with big pockets. Okay.
And finally, a quick mention, our very own Craig Melvin here and his lovely wife, Lindsay. We noticed they're featured in the latest issue of People magazine.
I didn't know this.
Look at that. Pair showing off the place where they spent the most time together
I'm
as a family.
sorry.
And that's home.
My wife caught that fish.
How cute.
She caught that fish.
article.
Oh, yeah.
That patient photographer, by the way, that poor guy, he comes over, he wants my kids to, like, you know,
do something.
sit still. And no, that was the only picture that he got that was usable.
Well, it's a
Very
photo.
cute. Fun.
That's going to hit newsstands nationwide on Friday, by
Craig.
the way.
Congrats. All right.
My mother would have yelled at you for putting your feet up on the couch.
That was their idea. That wasn't mine.
Mr. Roker, I know you're the most popular guy in the room today.
Well, I don't know about that, but let's. I just want to bring out one stat about Michael. This thing is a Category 4 and could possibly make a 5 as it comes on shore. This is like an EF3 tornado that's 5 to 10 miles wide, cutting across these communities. So I want to kind of give you the scope of the damage this could cause. We also have a flood threat up in the upper Midwest, heavy snow making its way through the western plains. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Right now, high atop Avon Mountain near the Talcott Mountain Science Center, we're looking down the valley, and we've got some sunshine amidst some clouds. I think it's going to turn out to be a beautiful day for the late bus runs. We're starting the day 60s, low 70s. We'll end up the day in the lower 80s so the kids can go to the playground after school. There's great weather for all practices with fall sports. And tomorrow's just the opposite. It is cooler, but still humid. Showers and thunderstorms are a good bet. Fair and cool on Friday. The remnants of Michael should go flying out to sea to our south.
And that's your latest weather, guys.
All right, Al, thank you. Now to one of the year's most anticipated movies. We're talking about First Man. It explores the life of the first man to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong. And Craig, you got to sit down and talk with the stars of that movie.
I did. I went down to Florida, met up with Ryan Gosling, Claire Foy, and director Damien Chazelle at the Kennedy Space Center, where honestly, kind of geeked out at some exhibits, talked about the new movie and the challenges of portraying one of the most famous men in the world.
No, this is amazing. The bells at the end are so beautiful.
Even Hollywood's biggest stars.
Claire, come here.
Oh my God, it's like looking at the Titanic or something.
Stand in awe when staring at a rocket designed to take men to the moon.
Oh my God.
That's pretty remarkable. It was 1969 when the Saturn V rocket launched Neil Armstrong and his crew on that historic mission.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The astronaut who took those famous first steps, the focus of the film First Man, starring Claire Foy and Ryan Gosling. When you were in the capsules during the actual filming of the movie, what surprised you most about those?
Well, I guess I should have known what was coming because they referred to the astronauts as spam in a can.
Yeah.
But I came to understand where that name came from. It's really hard to convey just how small they are.
Yeah.
And just how dangerous it all was.
That danger is vividly portrayed in heart-pounding scenes directed by Damien Chazelle, who avoided using green screens and even utilized real NASA artifacts like this astronaut van that carried the crew of Apollo 11 to the launch pad.
They towed this van out for us to load the actors into. It was kind of I think we were all pinching ourselves because Buzz and Mike Collins were both on set when we shot this. We had Ryan, Corey Stahl, and Lucas Haas fully suited up, exiting the actual door. We couldn't drive the van, so they just go into it. It doesn't go anywhere. But to be able to use the actual thing, it was surreal.
The movie follows Armstrong over the 9 years leading up to his trip to the moon.
We're planning on that flight being successful.
It traces his challenges in the sky and on the ground as the Armstrongs' marriage is put to the test again and again. Claire Foy plays Armstrong's wife, Janet.
But you're a bunch of boys making models out of balsa wood. You don't have anything under control.
Claire, my wife and I love The Crown, so when we watched this movie, there was an obvious similarity between the Queen and Janet. One of those similarities being they're both thrust into the spotlight.
They definitely share a similarity in the sense that they neither of them express themselves openly to lots of people. But it sort of ends there, really, I think. I think Janet has an amazing ability to know when she needs to step up, know when she needs to speak out, and know when she's had enough.
It allows us to see things.
While the film has already received some critical acclaim, it's also received some criticism for leaving out a key moment. The president, a few senators, a couple of people have commented that the U.S. flag is not depicted explicitly being planted on the moon. What would you say to that? What would you say to that criticism?
It was all about paying tribute, I think, to real American heroes who did extraordinary things.
You know, this conversation is largely happening amongst I would say almost entirely amongst people who haven't seen the film, because I do think it's a very patriotic film, and I feel Neil and Janet's story is worth the tribute that this movie attempts to pay to it.
A story sure to inspire its audiences, just as it inspired its lead actor. How much of Neil Armstrong is like Ryan Gosling? How much do you like Neil?
Not enough. Yeah, you know, it was a struggle to connect to him because he's so extraordinary in so many ways. And yeah, it was an honor to get to try and personify somebody that I came to admire so much.
It was really cool being able to walk around the Kennedy Space Center with them. Claire Foy, by the way, we thought she had seen the Saturn V rocket. Yeah. She had not. So when she walks into the museum there, she takes a look up. Right. Literally shrieking with delight as she sees it.
Everybody should go to the Kennedy Space.
Wow. Agreed. That was my first time there.
I've never been.
I've never been.
I've never been.
Worth a trip. First Man, by the way, opens this Friday. Special thanks to the Kennedy Space Center and to our sister company, Universal Pictures, for providing the film crew.
Just ahead, two more big names in Hollywood. Natalie chats with Charlize Theron and Sarah Paulson.
This is an NBC Connecticut Today live update.
Good morning, I'm Ted Copies, 826. It is a mild morning out there. Let's get a check on the first alert forecast with meteorologist Bob Maxson.
Yeah, breaks of sunshine, still some low clouds and fog in some areas, but we're going to focus our attention on the landfall of Michael, which will have